Hello, my name is Christiana Cerella and this is my statistical investigation and data story. This assignment is for educational purposes and all images have been self-sourced to ensure intellectual property. The data has been collected from the Australian Bureau of Statistics 2014. Two questions were used for this investigation. On average, how many hours of sleep do Year 5s and Year 7s get on a school night? And which group has a longer sleep duration? The data was represented in an Excel spreadsheet where I sorted it in ascending order for easy interpretation. I then created frequency charts. A stem and leaf plot was used, however this style was not appropriate for the data selection. It did not show a visual increase as a result of limited number stems as the data was recorded in hours. This is my stem and leaf plot representation. It would have been more appropriate if the data was recorded in minutes. Plots appear to be effective for quantitative data. The bumpy appearance is a limitation, acknowledging that it is not best suited for the chosen data. The shortest sleep duration was 7 hours and the longest was 12. In comparison, the shortest sleep duration was 6 hours and the longest was 12. A double column graph is the most appropriate data representation. This style allows you to view and compare the numbers of hours slept by the students. Evidently, the median for Year 5s was 10 hours and 9 hours for the Year 7s. The data needed to be grouped in order for this representation to be interpreted, also supporting that this style was not appropriate. Evidently, from the charts, 8 to 11 hours was the most dominant data collected, with 85% of Year 7s and 90% of Year 5s within this category. The mean, median, mode and range was formulated using Excel. As you can see, the results are all close in data with only one number difference for the mean, median and range and 2 for the mode. In answer to the questions, the average Year 5 gets 1 hour more sleep than a Year 7 on a regular school night. The average for Year 5 is 9.5 hours and the average for Year 7 is 8.5 hours. This confirms my hypothesis that Year 5s get more sleep than Year 7. The results cannot be generalised beyond this context as the sample size is too small. Further research would be needed. Year 5s get 9.5 hours of sleep per night on average, of 1 hour more than Year 7s. Some data was cleaned out in both sample sizes as there were obvious errors creating a limitation. This determined that students in Year 5 are sleeping half an hour over the recommended sleep duration and Year 7s are sleeping under the recommended duration period by half an hour. Thank you for listening.
Created using Powtoon.